Well, I think I've made you wait around enough, don't you? Hello, friends. It is good to see you all. It's been a little while, hasn't it? Maybe. Well, No. Maybe. It's either yes or no. But, yes, I have made you all wait quite a bit. Only about 10 minutes or so. That's mainly because I ran into some technical issues, because apparently, despite all the things I do, I am, at the end of the day, still technologically illiterate. But is that really my fault? I don't think so. No. Ah! I just started choking on, I don't even know what. There, I'm better now. So, I'm sure you all are wondering, by the name of the stream, what it is that I'm going to be... Actually, what did I even name the stream? I completely forgot. Oh, tier list, yes. What will I be tiering? What will I be listing? Well, that's the... I do know, actually. That's a lie. So, what I will be listing and tiering... Drum roll, please. Brrr, brr, 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 brr. Oh, I don't like that at all. Hold on, give me a moment here. See if I can't cut out part of this. Don't like that one bit. Okay, much better. Can you all see? How much of this can you see? All of it still? I hate it. That's disgusting. Oh, well. Oh, wait, it's because I shrank the wrong thing. Give me a moment. I don't want to see ads. Not on this. No, you're going to... Hold on. Transform. Going to fit the screen. No. I really wish I understood how this worked. Lock preview, add source, preview, scale. This is all silly. Order, transform. Forget it. We're just gonna have to deal with looking at advertisements this whole time. So, we are going to be tiering Cryptids. Because I thought, hey, I couldn't find what I promised to tier last time, which was the fearsome critters. So this is the next best thing. They may not be critters, but they start with the cryptid, critter. It's basically the same thing, is it not? I think it is. So, first up on the tier list, we have and I'm going to apologize right now if I can't pronounce these or if I have no idea what they're called. In fact, let me add a new one called Who Dis? And we're going to add it below. And it will be grey. Oh, wait. Oh, what? Delete row. There we go. I did that wrong. Add row below. Now we're going to rename it. I'm so good at this if you can't tell. D. There we go. Wonderful. That makes sense, right? For it to be blue? I'm sure it does. So, first one on the list is Mamlambo. I'm going to be entirely honest with you. I've never heard of a Mamlambo. I don't know. It looks like a fish. And if it is a fish, I'm going to be real with you. Fish are like the most mid-tier of, well, all of them. They're just not very good. And the fact that it's one that I've never heard of really does not at all help its case. So, we're just going to put that down there and who dis? Then we have Nawalito. I think that's another lake monster. You see, I could just look it up. I could stop being lazy and I could say, oh, let me observe, let me find out what this one is. But no, we're going completely based off of what I know and what it looks like in the picture. So, Nahuelito, unless one of you all knows something groundbreaking about Nahuelito, it's going in the who dis category for the no names, for the lamos. But moving on to a bit more well known, getting a bit spicy up in here, if you will. We got, of course, the Thunderbird. The Thunderbird, I find it to be quite fascinating on several levels because it goes from, it is a Native American myth, cryptid, I suppose, that was really partially based on the fact that many large birds would fly away from storms. So the Native Americans would see this happening, and they associated it with, oh, this bird flew past us and does it every time, and suddenly there's a thunderstorm. Obviously, this bird is causing it. So because of that, A tier. Very creative. And as well, the way it's kind of evolved in pop culture, it just literally controls lightning in some cases. I like it. And there's a really cool car named after it. So you got it. I'm tempted to move that up to S tier, but we're just thinking about it itself. So, A tier. A tier, for sure. I don't know, Ahuizotl. That sounds Aztec. And that's about all I know about it. So I'm not even going to dwell on you. What even are you? What are you? I know this one. The Beast of Bodmin Moor. I believe this is a British one. European of some kind. It's rare that you really see anything European. But, if I recall correctly, it is just a big black dog. And that's not all that crazy. I'm gonna be real with you. It's kind of mid. So because it is mid, it is the veritable definition of mid, it goes in C. Wait. Should I add an E tier? I feel like C is like the benchmark. It's like, oh, this is passable. Should I add an E? Or should I just keep C as... C seems mid, though. So in my mind, I should keep it as like, oh, it's nothing amazing, nothing to write home about. Might as well stick it in C. So, yeah. It's... What do you all think? Well, I'll let you all... For now, I'll keep it in C. If you all think I should make an E tier, then yes, I'll do that. But for now, we will keep moving. We will keep moving on, and I will get to drink of water. What does that say? Lizard Man of Scape Swamp? I'm gonna say that's what that says. But I've never heard of it. But I feel like lizard men underrated. You know, there's something a bit interesting about like the half man creatures, in my opinion. So lizard man, kind of cool. Kind of cool. I like lizards. So making one humanoid adds an air of interest. A bit of mystery, if you will. Not really mystery, no. But regardless, I think it's kind of cool. Lizard men. They also secretly run the government, if you didn't know that. He's actually the local Florida representative. You know, the lizard man branch down there. So, I don't even know if this one's actually from Florida. Should I look? No, I'm committing to it. We're going in blind. And we're not. We're not going to do any research on these. This is the blind tier ranking. A mugwump. I think I think this is yet another sea creature. Is it? Perhaps. I don't know. Maybe. But, my opinion on the sea creatures remains the same. If this is a lake sea creature, it's mid. If it is a sea creature, then perhaps a C tier. I think the fact that its name is Mugwump saves me from putting it in the D tier. Sorry, I had a visitor. It was funny. So yes, Mugwump, C tier, saved by name alone. Like literally, the only reason it's not going in D tier or who dis, I think it's funny. The Stellar's Sea Ape. I think I've heard of this one. That it is literally supposed to be like a manatee or something, but it has like a monkey face. Either that or it's supposed to be like a weird fish. Or a monkey mermaid? A monk maid? A monkey? A monkey? Regardless, I find it to be comedic. It tickles my funny bone. So, it goes C tier, next to the Mugwump. I like it. The Manny Pogo. Is that different from... Okay, I do... hold on. I know what to do here. We're going to add a row below. Name it Discount Nessie. And it's going to be pink. I did it again! Hold on. Let me fix this. I'm so good at this, if you can't tell. Discount Nessie. We're gonna make you blue. There we go. Perfect. So, yeah, you're good right there. What does that say? Fluke Monster. The Legend of Boggy Creek. I don't know what that is. And I'm gonna be real. The Fluke Monster does not really sound frightening. Or at all interesting, if I'm being real with you. The name doesn't really sell it to me, I feel like that's part of the branding. Or part of being a cryptid. You have to have good branding. If you don't have good branding, then, what's the point of it? Like Tahoe Tessie. That is just the literal definition of a discount Nessie. They didn't even try. They didn't even attempt to change it in the slightest. They said, oh, let's just change the N to a T. That'd be great. So creative. Bravo, Lake Tahoe. See, that was creative. That was clever. I'm so good at rhyming. Not good at speaking, though. I couldn't say the word rhyme. A bunyip. Oh. These are interesting. They're more folklore. But they're also in D&D. And if I recall correctly, they sit in bodies of water waiting to drown you. So, it's really quite fun. I like it. Actually, I am going to... I want you all to know what's going on with this one. So, I'm actually going to do something. I'm going to look this up so I can read you a description of this horrifying creature. We're breaking the rules. But no, not really, because I know what this one is. Yes, okay. So, the bunyip is a legendary creature from Australian Aboriginal mythology, described as a large amphibious monster lurking in rivers, swamps, and billabongs. It is often portrayed as a terrifying nocturnal predator with a booming cry known for devouring people. Descriptions may vary, ranging from a creature with a horse-like head and flippers to a scaly-maned monster. So yeah, they pull you into the water. It's a different creature I was thinking of, but still, anything that like will just snatch you up and pull you underwater, I don't like. I'm not a fan of it. It genuinely terrifies me. I have a thing about the water where if I can't see the bottom, I don't like swimming in it very much. So Bunyip, B tier. Actually, no, A tier because it scares me just a little bit. And let's see here. This is the Mapin Guari. And if I recall correctly, I think it's supposed to be a giant sloth. So D tier is not exactly crazy cool. It's just a big sloth. We have bones of those. Nothing to write home about. However, the Fresno Nightcrawler. Now that instant S tier. Let me put you on why the Fresno Nightcrawler is S tier. In my opinion, it is one of the most fascinating modern day cryptids that there is. Because it's so silly. It comes from security footage of Fresno, California, outside of a house, where you just see these things that in truth just look like somebody took a balloon and then put like 2 broomsticks underneath it in like a pair of pants. Just walking across someone's yard. And there's like 3 or 4 of them. And to me, it's so cute. It's genuinely a very cute creature. And it's very comedic to me. I like it. I like how silly it is. I like how silly it looks. And it's not like there's any fearsome, people saw the Fresno Nightcrawler and they woke up bleeding from their anus 3 days later. No, it's a little guy. He's just a little guy. And I like him for that. I like him a lot. So, S tier. Fresno Nightcrawler, top of the S tier. Ningen. I know this one. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna break the rule again. Just because I'm pretty sure I know what a Ningen is. But I want to say it's like a scary Japanese sea monster. Is it? Yes, it is! Oh, this is one of those things I hate. It plays into my fear of the ocean. The Ningen is literally just a giant humanoid without, like, facial features that swims in the water. It's also a more recent one, too. So, I personally, I like it. I'm putting it above the Bunyip because it kind of plays into the whole, this terrifies me. So, I like it. The giant Trinity Alps giant salamander. I'm pretty sure this is just a real creature. I think it's just an actual thing. It's just a really big salamander. So, yeah, you're gonna go C tier. Right with the Mugwump and the Beast of Bodin Moor. Now you go above the Stellar Sea Ape. I feel like the issue for these, lack of branding. There's just no good branding for them. It's like the Trinity Alps giant salamander. That just sounds like a normal creature. It just sounds like a normal giant salamander. There's no wow factor to it. You know. So I personally think C tier. It's where it belongs. There's nothing to say, this is revolutionary. It's a giant salamander. It's changed, impacted everything so much. It hasn't. It's most certainly is not. You know what? I've convinced myself. D tier with the giant sloth. Almus. Ain't that the cook? No, that's Amos. I mean, D tier. It's just a discount Bigfoot. Champ, I like Champ. I have a personal attachment to Champ, the creature in Lake Champlain. But he is, at the end of the day, a discount Nessie. So, straight to the discount Nessie tier. But, because I like him, because I'm playing favorites, top of the discount Nessie tier. There you go. Never say I am not a generous man. Because I'm being more than generous, giving him top of the discount Nessie tier. Regardless, I go Pogo. Discount. Ogo Pogo. You at least go above the Manny Pogo. There's a lot of Pogos. But, yes, I go Pogo bottom. Because not only is it a discount Nessie, it is a discount Ogo Pogo. Do you know how many tiers? Wait, what? Tiers of lame you have to be a discount of a discount? Well, what are you if you're the discount of the bargain brand? Like, come on. Come on. Let's be real here. Anyways, the Beast of Exmoor. This one has a cool name. I will say the Beast of Bodmin Moor. Sure, I think this is a bear. Perhaps? You go above the Beast of Bodin Moor just because the Beast of Exmoor sounds cooler and kind of rolls off the tongue. You know, the Beast of Exmoor. Ooh, scary. Terrifying. Not really, no. But, better branding. I think it's genuinely just a black bear looking at the picture. But I like bears, so C tier. Yeren. Yet another Bigfoot. You already know where you're going. Is this Bessie? Are you kidding me? What? Bessie. Chessie. Get this. Oh, okay, Japanese. Like, okay, you know what? I'll put that. At least it's a bit different. These are just, they're not even trying. The Michigan Dogman. Okay. This, I mess with the Michigan Dogman heavy. Because it's pretty cool. It's basically a werewolf. A modern day werewolf. How do you, like, that's pretty cool. I'm putting you above the Bunyip. Because you, and the Ningen. Because the Michigan Dogman, once again, a more modern cryptid, has good branding. Like, it's pretty on the nose. You don't really have to wonder what it is you're looking at. Because, oh, look at that strange dog man. I wonder what it is. Oh, well, you're in luck. It's the Michigan Dogman. You see, the reason why they know he's from Michigan is because he's actually an avid Detroit fan. You know, he's a big fan of the Detroit Lions. Little known fact. Mm-hmm. That's how it was discovered. Oh. Detroit's in Michigan, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. Hold on. Give me a moment here. I need to prove to myself I'm not stupid. Detroit, Michigan. I was right. I was right. Also, you can get a flight to Detroit, Michigan for $230 right now. There you go. I personally wouldn't go to Detroit, but you know, it's an option. You want to go to Detroit? You know, see the Michigan Dogman, and maybe you'll run into him at a tailgating party at a Lions game. Who knows? But there you go. There you go. And next up, we have the Orang Mawas. I'ma be real. Just another Bigfoot. But here is the other Bigfoot. Because the Yeti is at least kind of cool. I always thought Yetis were neat because there's a lot of different mythology with Yetis. Sometimes they are just Bigfoot but cold. Actually, CT. Oh, it isn't CT. Sometimes they are just Bigfoot but cold. Other times it's like, oh, there's a bunch of Yeti and they live in like a civilization hidden in underground caves in the mountain. Kinda cool. Not gonna lie. I like it. The Barama, I don't even, you're not even, I'm not even gonna try. Who are you, actually? What does that say? Does that also say, does that say Bernie? No, Bessie. Who are you? This is a man. This is a person. This is just a guy. I hope you all are aware. This is a guy. It's not like a monster. This is a dude. That's like if I saw a homeless man without a shirt and just decided to give him some sort of horrifying name. The Chuchunya. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is some sort of myth and legend about this. But on paper and looking at this picture, that's just a dude. That's just a whole man. And a shirtless one at that. Like, come on. And I'm not the only one who thinks that, right? Although, should I even put... I mean... Yeah, he stays there. The mean Hakao. If I recall correctly, this is like a type of giant earthworm. So, D tier. I think they're from China? No. Maybe? Perhaps. I don't remember. But, big earthworm? Yeah, you go in the D tier. D for dead, because that's where you belong. The Orang Bati. Okay, here this, if I recall correctly, it is a monkey, an orangutan, with bat wings that attacks people. I find it to be ridiculous, but I love it because of that. It's so silly, and I'm all here for it. The Yowie. Okay, this one is, I'm pretty sure it's just Aboriginal Bigfoot, but there was a really good Scooby-Doo movie. There was a really good Scooby-Doo episode about it, and I kind of liked it a lot, and so that's why I remember the Yowie Yahoo to this day, purely because of Scooby-Doo. So, there we go. You B tier. Yeah, right up there with the Lizard Man, just because of Scooby-Doo. Bear Lake Monster. Okay, I know that I said all the lake monsters go into the discount Nessie tier. However, I'm going to put this in C tier. But hear me out. Hear me out. I find this one to be a bit more fascinating just because there's a bit more nuance to it. There's a lot of history to it about, like, so many different things. And I like it. I like the history behind this one compared to the other ones, which are essentially just, oh, this is our Loch Ness Monster. Here's our funny play on the name. He, he, he. Whereas this one is like, yeah, no, there's just a monster in the lake. I respect that. They're upfront about it. They came home one day in Bear Lake and said, ah, yes, a monster. Okay. They didn't bother giving it some stupid name. They said, okay, there's a monster in the lake. Lake's haunted. So there you go. I like it. I don't know what this is. Can any of you read that? Can I zoom in? The Cadborosau. It's like Cadbury egg. That seems kind of stupid. I don't know what you are. So, yeah, you go there. Oh, wait, can I just zoom in? Oh my gosh, now we don't even have to see the ads. I'm a genius, guys. Yes, well, I look at me go. I'm a genius, and now I can actually read these. The chupacabra. I'm sorry, I did not mean to put it there. S tier. The branding, the legend, all of it immaculate. It doesn't matter if you're from, South Texas or Mexico. You know what the chupacabra is. Like, and I also appreciate they didn't use like the mangy fox or coyote picture that everybody associates with the chupacabra now. So they used the weird alien looking one, and I like that. I like the weird alien one. It's a personal favorite. And although I know chupacabra just means goat sucker, that thing looks like a chupacabra. Like, it sounds like it should be some sort of alien. That's all I'm saying. And also, I don't know if you heard that, but that loud bang was my water bottle hitting my desk. I'm a thirsty boy, and I like water. So, yeah. Regardless, next up on the tier list, down to the bottom, the Mingwa. If I recall, this is just a big cat. It is an elusive big cat. That's it. The Ozark Howlers, I think they're a type of weird deer that are in the Ozarks, and just, I think. I might do a deep dive into some of these later. If you all won't, I could probably do that. We'll find a couple, think about which ones we want to see, and maybe I'll do some homework. Maybe that'll be the next stream when I stream in like a month again. Is this a giant river otter? I mean, that's kind of cool. That's kind of creative. The Doba Chu. I like it. This just looks like the dingong neck. It's a weird cat. D tier. I'm not even going to justify reading that one. The Mongolone monster. I don't know who that is. Selma. Oh, I bet you don't know where she's going. The Honey Island Swamp Monster. Okay, this is a type of Bigfoot, but I like this one because there was also a Lost Tapes episode about it, and I was quite fond of that show. It took me, whenever it was running, I found it to be quite entertaining. Also, pretty sure you can find Lost Tapes on YouTube, like the whole series. Don't quote me on that though. But regardless, if you haven't seen Lost Tapes, check it out. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. The Lagafiot worm, big worm. I'm sure this. I'm be real. You go to the top because that is a terrifying looking worm. So, actually, no, why are you up here? You go down here. Mokele Membe. This, okay, I'm going to break my rule again here. B tier. Because, this isn't like a Loch Ness river monster type situation. The Mokele Membe is an African river monster that many people believe to be some type of brontosaurus or brachiosaurus. So, it is not a river monster. It is a dinosaur. And I think that's kind of cool. Also, I'm pretty sure they were in a manga at one point. I think. I could be wrong, though. But regardless, I like them. B tier. I don't know what you are. The Jersey Devil. Talk about branding. I don't know if you all know the story of the Jersey Devil. Also, sidetrack for a second. Also a Lost Tapes episode about this one. It was probably one of my it was genuinely one of the scariest ones I saw. It was really good. It was suspense. You know, good practical effects. I liked it. It was good. Check that one out on YouTube. But if you don't know the story of the Jersey Devil, back in the 1700s, in the state of New Jersey, back when it was, well, before it was a state, back when it was a territory, there was a woman who had 12 kids. She was pregnant with her 13th and currently giving birth to it. And as she was giving birth, she said to the midwife, "May this child be a devil." And, well, wouldn't you have it? Her words came true, as when she gave birth, she saw that it had leathery black wings and a long neck, and it just flew around the room before flying out the chimney and into the night. So yeah, the Jersey Devil, it's some random lady from the 1700s child. Bet you didn't know that, did you? I did, because I'm smart. So yeah, S tier. I like the Jersey Devil. Very cool, good branding, and if you ask me, a good representation of New Jersey. Ebu Gogo. Ebu Gogo? This is like, I kind of like this one. If I recall correctly, it's like a wild man. Like, kind of like halflings. Where it's like they kind of just get people in the woods. I like it. You already know where you go. The Mongolian Deathworm. S tier. So, for those who don't know, the Mongolian Deathworm has several iterations. Some of them are these massive 100-foot long worms that eat people. Other ones, they're like 12 feet long, still eat people. But the way they hunt is by sending electrical currents through the sand, shocking their, first of all, sense their prey, and then they shock their prey. And after they shock their prey, they pull them down into the dirt and eat them. So, kinda cool. I think it's pretty neat. It's got a lot going on. It's huge. It delivers electrical pulses. And it's from Mongolia. There you go. I like it. Good branding, even. Like, come on. The Mongolian Deathworm? That is how you name something. Unlike, well, most of these. Like, come on. Or Mugwump. I like Mugwump. It's a funny name. Skunk Ape. It is just stinky Florida Bigfoot. At the end of the day, that is what it is. And here he is. Bigfoot. I'm doing something controversial. I'm putting him in an A tier. Because Bigfoot, he's a classic. You know, he's Bigfoot. Everybody knows Bigfoot. There's tons of copycat Bigfoots. But the fact that Bigfoot really doesn't he's just kind of there. You know, there's nothing too crazy about him. He's not there's nothing wild. He's not like the Mongolian Deathworm where, oh, he shocks you and pulls you on the ground. Or he's not like the Jersey Devil who has a whole myth about him being the 13th child of a woman who had way too many kids. Or he's not like the Chupacabra where it seems a bit supernatural. Where it's like, oh, it's sucking all the goat blood and vanishing. Ooh. And it's not the Fresno Nightcrawlers, that's for sure. It's just Bigfoot. And, I'm not putting him lower. He's top of A tier. He's Bigfoot. He's iconic. But that's all he has going for him, is notoriety. He doesn't have aura. Yes, that's what the kids use, right? Bigfoot has no aura, and you can quote me on that. It's the truth. No aura, no hose, and no S tier. He's an A tier where he belongs. A for alright. Alright. Kraken. Now that's what I'm talking about, baby. Kraken gets to go in S tier for the sole purpose that every year it seems like the Kraken just gets more and more confirmed to be an actual creature. Because recently we got footage of, well, another giant squid. So it seems like, well, there you go. Giant squid. Kraken's real. It's been real this whole time. Everybody who thought the Vikings were crazy, well, they were wrong. They saw those dead giant squids on the beach, said, ho, 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 there's something in the water. And they were right. No, even a broken clock is right twice a day. So, there you go. Kraken. S tier. And also, still has notoriety. I think, truthfully, Clash of the Titans did wonders for the Kraken, for its PR, because now it's, release the Kraken. It put it in the public's eye. So there you go. Unlike Bigfoot. Nobody ever says release the Bigfoot. Come on. Ebu Gogo. I like the way this thing looks. B tier. That's it. That's my only reasoning. I like the way it looks. And I mess with it heavy. It looks like a weird... It's like a... What are those things from Final Fantasy? Chocobos. It's like a chocobo. And then he got... Leloyon? Sounds like La Llorona, but discount. So you go there. Also, I'm pretty sure that's just a man in a ghillie suit. Monkey Man of Delhi. I think that's just a hairy Indian person. Do you know that? What's that one? It is the one skin condition that people have where they grow body hair all over, like they just grow hair on their face. I'm pretty sure that guy just has it. One second, I gotta look this up. Hypertrichosis. Werewolf syndrome. Yes, there you go. I'm pretty sure it's just a dude with hypertrichosis. So, this one is cute. So you go at the top of the River Monster garbage tier list. The Brosno Dragon. I don't know who you are, but that is a cool name. C tier. The cool name. Ah, well. Look who it is. Loch Ness Monster, A tier. And the reason why it goes into A tier is because, unlike the Kraken, the Loch Ness Monster of the hundreds of years it's been a thing. There's not been any concrete evidence, despite the fact that Loch Ness has been one of the single most explored bodies of water in, ever. So, it kind of makes me think, maybe it's not as cool as it could be. So, A tier. Because, it is the Loch Ness Monster. It is Nessie. It has notoriety. But, finally, the final one. The Flatwoods Monster. I'm putting this one in A tier because it's pretty cool. People think it's an alien. Some people think it's a spirit. It looks like it's wearing a dress. I like it. It's got that it factor that, in my opinion, cryptids need. So, going S tier. Because I think it's cool. I find it to be entertaining. I think it's quite an interesting creature. So here it is. For your enjoyment. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is my tier list. So, live voting poll, what is this? Please log in for it. No, I'm not doing that. But yeah, there you go. So, you have it here. Maybe I'll share this to my Instagram later. But this is my tier ranking. And I think what I will do later on is I will go and I will find some research. I'll do some research about maybe 3 or 4 of these guys. We'll do a deep dive on them. Ones that I've never heard of, like the Ozark Howler or the Brosno Dragon. Or this guy. So yeah, I think for now, that is all we got to cover there. I'll post it later so you can judge it. So, let me hide this. I would like to thank you all for joining me. It has been lovely being your doctor this evening. So, I hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and I hope that you take some time to, you know, think about the weird and the unknown. I hope to see you in the future, and I hope that you have a lovely evening. Goodbye. I love you. Hold on, don't look at me. Hold on.